is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he returns this to the 22. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Slot man moves right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. The Titans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go, set. Blue strike. Yellow blue. Double 38.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top for Miller. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Here's Fields. Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Fulton. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun, Fields. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And cycle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 11. To the air again, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have possession, and they have it at the... yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Duvernay. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Fields. Buying time, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Strike distance. Kill it. Go. Red cycle.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown Titans. Devin Duvernay. His first touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. And he's going to go down again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 3. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Right, 97. Right, right. You, yellow, 6, red. Watch out now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.